And welcome. It's a beautiful Friday evening here at Santa Rosa Junior College, and we have high school football here at Bailey Field for the first time in many, many years, at least as far as I can remember. It's the Rancho Cotati Cougars and the Casa Grande Gauchos. I'm Dave Cox, along with the legendary former head coach of the Petaluma Trojans, Steve Ellison. And great venue. This should be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah, this is a great place to play. We always enjoyed when we had a chance to come up here and play. It's a great place to play. Beautiful field, great facility. Yeah, it's exciting. This is a very good matchup. Should be a great game.
And we are just about ready to go here from SRJC. Casa Grande won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Rancho Cotati will get their offense on the field first. And, Steve, I'm excited to see Chris Taylor-Yamanoha, Mo Ward, and Gunnar Medford in action.
Yeah, I know, Dave, that a couple of games that we have done, we've seen Chris Taylor-Yamanoha put on quite a show. So I always look forward to seeing him play, and Gunnar obviously throwing the ball real well. I think we're going to see a great game.
Nick Petrie hits it from the 40, and it's going to be Mo Ward who takes it at the 10, kind of a low line drive kick that he bobbles, picks up, gets out past the 15-20, makes one man miss, but here come the Gauchos, and they stop him shy of the 20-yard line. Good job in the open field by Grant Davis to get there and take Mo Ward down. It's three receivers to the wide side of the field. That is the near side. The handoff goes to Mo Ward past the 20, slips out to the 23-yard line, and they hand it off again, this time to Ward, and he's out past the 25 to the 26-yard line as they try to keep it in the middle of the field, and the defense is right there as Nick Jensen comes up and makes the play. Nick Jensen, really the heart and soul of this Casa Grande team, to the air for the first time, and the pass goes wide, intended for Peyton Whetstone. Very good athlete, guy that's fast and capable of making big plays. Kicks right-footed, throws left-handed. The kick bounces at the 45 and rolls down to the 31-yard line as he got a very good roll on that.
Good kick, no
Julio
return.
Froze was going to return that, but didn't have much of a chance at that. And now it's Casa Grande's turn to go on offense here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10, Casa Grande, and flags and whistles. And our referee, Roy Hammond, will get into the action. And it's going to be 5 yards against Rancho Cotati. Andrew Flork is the lone back. They give it to Flork straight ahead. He pounds out to the 39, drags a couple guys out to the 40. 4 yards for Flork. They're going to go deep on 2nd and 1. A man out there, and he's got it. Big catch, Kaleo Garrigan, and he's gone. Touchdown. A perfect pass. Garrigan had to reach out with both arms, has it, and he is in the end zone. A 61-yard play, and Casa Grande is on the board.
Boy, you couldn't have thrown that any better. That was an absolute picture-perfect throw. Great catch. Boy, Casa got the exact start that they certainly wanted. Very impressive.
What a catch by Garrigan, and he was running full stride and hauled that in. The kick is up, and the kick is good by Brandon Kiefer. So Casa Grande strikes first. 10-14 to go, first quarter. We'll take a break right here and be back with the kickoff. The Gauchos up 7-0 here on Key Auto Body Friday Night Lights.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
A terrific drive for Casa Grande as they score on a 61-yard pass play. The kickoff goes to Chris Taylor-Yamanoha, takes it back inside the 10. He's bringing it to the middle of the field, gets out past the 15, the 20. Nice job in coverage by Casa Grande. as he is dragged down near the hash mark at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, Rancho Cotati. They went 3 and out, 2 runs and an incomplete pass. They try a little sweep on a buck sweep, and they get about 1.5 yards, and that is all. The handoff went to Peyton Whetstone. Gunnar Medford to throw on 2nd and 8, throwing deep, and Chris Taylor-Yamanoha could not get a release. Kaleo Garrigan is matched up with him all night. A penalty marker goes down. Garrigan may have held that time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a hold.
And 1st and 10, 9:33 to go. It's a little option pitch to Ward, trying to get him to the outside. He does bounce it around the corner, gets to the 40, gets the first down, out past the 45, and rolls all the way out to the 49-yard line as he picks up 14 yards. Did a lot of that on his own.
Yeah, he sure did. He showed a lot of speed there. I thought Casa initially had that play defended very well.
Here's the handoff to Mo Ward, straight ahead, makes the first guy miss, but here comes the rest of the Gauchos, and he gets nothing out of that, no gain, as the defense converges. About 4 or 5 green jerseys right there, putting a helmet on him. Nice job for the defense.
Again, Casa very stout on the inside. They're making it very difficult for Rancho.
It's Chris Taylor-Yamanoha on an inside screen, and he's got space. Look out. He's to the 40. Makes a cut there. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's got 2 men chasing him down, and Nick Petrie catches up with him at the 12-yard line, but it's a big gain.
But there you see Chris's speed. Nice play, nice call, but initially about 8 yards is the design of the play. The rest of the play is him just being a great athlete. That was really a very athletic run on his part.
Looking for Chris Taylor-Yamanoha up over the top. He tries to dive with one arm, but can't catch up to it. Garrigan had him covered pretty well. The throw was where it needed to be. However, he couldn't quite catch up. Here comes Mo Ward straight ahead, stood up at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Great penetration right in the middle of that defense as Jorge Barajas makes the tackle. Barajas got great initial penetration, got off his block, and nailed Mo
Ward. They did a great job. They have really been tough on that run.
3rd and 11. They swing pass it out to Ward this time, who takes it behind the line of scrimmage, makes a nice move at the 10 on a spin. A couple, 2, 3 penalty markers down as he gets down near the 5-yard line.
I think we're going to get a hold on that against Rancho.
3rd and about 18 yards to go now.
Gives Chris a little more room, too.
Medford to throw. Straight back to pass. He's rolling right. Now he throws, and it's complete. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha at the 10, slips one tackle and close to a first down at the 1. He was hit well behind the first down marker, but made a great spin move, and he gets all the way down inside the 2. Man in motion, and they direct snap it to Chris Taylor-Yamanoha, kind of a wildcat play. Now they go conventional, and Mo Ward right up the middle, gets into the end zone, barely touched that time. Great lead block. Right in the middle that time by Sonny Misi, and he clears the path. Touchdown, Rancho Cotati. The Cougars are now on the board.
Yeah, that's the best hole Rancho's had. They really opened some room up there. He went through pretty easily on that. Again, a goal line defense, a little bit different alignment than they're showing in the middle of the field.
Extra point attempt to tie the game is up, and it is good. So it is now 7-7. 6:43 to go. We are in the first quarter here on Key Auto Body Friday Night Lights. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
So Rancho Cotati answers, and they score on a very nice drive, long drive. And here comes the kickoff, taken by Casa Grande out past the 20-yard line. It is Froze, who gets out past the 40-yard line. Dulio Froze with a very nice return, and he looks stepped out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Peyton Whetstone forced him out.
He made a great move to get himself about an additional 20 yards there.
Casa Grande from the 43-yard line. J.J. Anderson with a nice throw. Midfield, Nick Petrie breaks a tackle, gets out to the 45 and down to the 41-yard line. Check it, that was Brandon Kiefer who hauled that one in. Torkelson trying to turn the corner, and does as he gets down inside the 40 and dives to the 36-yard line. A pickup of about 4.5 yards. Maria Carrillo has taken a 7-0 lead over Montgomery in the first quarter. Here comes Torkelson straight ahead, little delay, shuttle step, and gets down inside the 35 to the 34 as he picks up 3 more yards. It's Jensen with J.J. Anderson, and he doesn't get anything as Rancho Cotati snuffs it out. They tried that little delay again, and Rancho Cotati snuffed it out 4th and about 2. Looking to throw. Looking to the outside, he has Petrie. Petrie has it at the 25, breaks a tackle, dives down to the 20, and gets taken down finally at the 15-yard line. Nice play.
Yeah, again, nice throw. He looks like he could do that all night. Those guys, Rancho seems to be playing kind of a soft coverage, and he's a good thrower that plays time very well, and he's got plenty. He also has plenty of time to throw.
First down, Casa Grande. Here comes Nick Jensen. Hit at the line of scrimmage again as Rancho Cotati's defense right in the middle. Casey Corcoran was the first guy on the scene. So nice drive here by Casa Grande. 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Pass complete to Flork. He gets inside the 10. And a very nice play as they swing that pass out. Taniello Guerrero making the tackle. They'll spot it at the 9, 3rd and 2. Anderson looking to throw, looking to the outside, lofts it up. It is caught by Garrigan. He keeps a foot in. Touchdown. Right over Chris Taylor-Yamanoha. What a throw by Anderson. And Garrigan with a terrific catch and presence of mind to get a foot down inside the line.
Terrific throw. It was an unbelievable throw. I thought that play was very well covered, and I thought it was over his head. And, boy, he made a great catch, and that throw was the only place that it could have been to not get picked off. Great drive by the Gauchos.
Second touchdown catch of the night for Kaleo Garrigan. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good by Kiefer. So off to a great start in this one as it is now 14-7. Casa Grande over Rancho Cotati, and the Cougars will get their hands back on the football when we come back.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
For a lot of families, your vehicle can be the most expensive asset you own. Like any investment, it's important to protect its value. Let OilStop help you protect that investment by regularly servicing your vehicle at any of our 6 Sonoma County locations.
Casa Grande scores again, and we're off to a great start here at Bailey Field. 14-7 the kickoff, heading toward the sideline, and it will trickle out of bounds. So decision for Rancho, kick again or take it at the 35. Nick Petrie goes almost like an onside kick, very short kick. And Rancho takes it out past the 40 near the 45-yard line as John Soteri ended up with that ball. And he did a nice job of covering it with 2 hands. Cody Clark takes him down. Gunnar met for the throw. Setting up a screen to Chris Taylor-Yamanoha. It is incomplete off his fingertips. Nick Petrie was there defensively. 2nd and 10. Mefford on a draw to Mo Ward. Ward trying to bounce to the outside. He can as he's tripped up and taken down from behind by Nick Jensen. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha in the slot. Mefford looking his way, steps up in the pocket, fires it high. He's got it over the middle. 42 down to the 40 and gets to the 39-yard line. Not an easy catch in traffic as he had to reach high up over his head, and a late flag comes down toward the end of the play, right where the tackle was made.
Great throw and catch there. Casa dropped 8 defenders there, and he still was able to find a hole in that defense and get open and get a lot more than the first down. And it looks like we're going to see a little bit more march off.
Here comes Mo Ward straight ahead. Nick Jensen has him by the ankles. Spencer Torkelson helping out a bit. And he gets 1.5 yards, maybe 2, and that's all down to the 23-yard line. Man in motion. They fake it. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha looking for a lead block. Gets one. Gets to the 20 and slides out of bounds near the 15-yard line. 2:18 to go. Here comes Mo Ward. Nice cut at the line. He's got the first down. Spins and gets stopped after a gain of 2 at the 13-yard line, but made that initial stutter step that got the first down. Mo Ward behind the line of scrimmage, but he ends up getting away from the initial pressure, spinning straight ahead and getting to the 11-yard line. He picked up 2 or 3 yards just on sheer energy and strength. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line. 1:38 to go. Mefford making sure his offensive linemen understand what he wants to call here. Low snap. He handles it well. Throws over the middle as an intended receiver looked late. Peyton Whetstone. He made the cut and he was open, but the ball went over his head just before he looked.
He got jostled, so the timing, I think, was off on that. I think that Gunner expected him to be open a little bit earlier.
1:27 to go here in the first quarter. Mefford throws for Mo Ward, but behind him and incomplete. He had a step on 2 defenders, but the pass was off target, and now it's 4th and 8 from the 11, and decision time for Ed Conroy, trailing by a touchdown here in the first quarter. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha inside screen behind the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get close as Casa Grande reads it well and blows up the play. So here we go. Casa Grande now with a little breathing room after the penalty. Torkelson takes it straight up the gut, weaves his way out past the 15 to the 17-yard line as he picks up 3 yards on first down. Anderson pitches it out. Torkelson gets around the corner to the 15, puts his head down and gets out past the 20. He has a first down at the 21-yard line right near the far hash. Good, strong run for Torkelson as he picks up 10 yards.
He showed some power on that. He had a little room, and boy, I would not want to get in his way. That's a tough tackle for a defensive back, but that guy coming straight at you.
The freshman Elias Rantisi makes the tackle. Firing over the middle, incomplete, intended for Petrie that time, just a little low and some decent pressure. First incomplete pass of the night thrown by J.J. Anderson. Great to be under the lights at SRJC. Anderson rolling right, throws low, intended for Petrie and incomplete. Decent coverage that time by Kobe Buckley. And it's going to be a quarter that belongs to Casa Grande as it comes to an end with the score 14-7 Gauchos. And Casa Grande has the football. We'll flip sides and be ready to start quarter number 2 here on Key Auto Body Friday Night Lights in just a moment.
Kerry Heiner has been helping local student athletes develop strength and speed for sports performance for over 20 years. If you're trying to get to the next level for club, varsity, college, or pro sports, contact Kerry Heiner now at 583-5720. Real results, real fast.
It was the day before the big fair opened. My guys were driving our 100-foot Ferris wheel to Oregon and discovered they needed 2 new tires. The tires were an oddball size, so they called Les Schwab.
We're on it.
They located replacements but had to go to another store. With time ticking away, they got our truck back on the road. The truck arrived at the fairgrounds at midnight, but we got that wheel up just in time. I'm Michael Davis, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Ready to start quarter number 2. J.J. Anderson to throw on 3rd and long, high and incomplete, and Casa Grande will have to punt for the first time tonight. Mo Ward and Chris Taylor-Yamanoha getting ready to drop back. Good snap, not much pressure.
Ooh.
And he kicks it straight up into the air. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha calling fair catch, but he lets it bounce at the 42. It goes sideways and ends up backspinning to the 40. So J.J. Anderson, the punter, mishit that one just a little bit. So 1st and 10. It's going to be Mo Ward on a delay to the 40, to the 35. Tripped up there as he dives to the 31, heading toward the sideline, about a yard short of the first down. Spencer Torkelson got a hand in and made the tackle. 2nd and about 1.5 now. 3 receivers to the far side. It's Mo Ward again, straight up the middle. He spins at the 30, hanging on for dear life, one of the defenders, as he takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Great spin move. Mefford to throw, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage by Torkelson, who got a hand up on that one. And Mefford to throw. Little stop pattern over the middle, complete. It is.
participation. Yeah.
And that's going to be a first down. That's a big break for Rancho.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a first down. That's a big break for Rancho. Low snap, hands it off straight ahead. Nice block, touchdown, left side as Rancho gets it to Danny Shelton. And he uses his blocker beautifully to slice into the end zone for a Rancho TD.
He didn't get touched on that play. He had a nice hole and knew what to do with it, and he went into the end zone untouched. Rancho looks like they've adjusted a little bit.
And now Rancho Cotati is an extra point away from tying this game. Good snap, good pressure, but he gets it off, and it is right down the middle. So we're tied up, 14-14, 9:54 to go, second quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
You know, we buy quite an array of different products, and we buy a lot of apparel, hats, bags, t-shirts.
You know, we utilize almost all the services here at Sonoma Design, from embroidery and screen printing, and we also use the business-to-business website in order to sell our products.
Really what stands out is the quality of the work that they produce. They take a lot of pride in delivering high-quality product.
So they really go above and beyond in terms of researching items, giving us just what we're looking for.
And the staff here have been wonderful, from the artists to the staff out in the production line.
You know, they treat us as if they really value our continued business, which frankly in this economy is pretty rare.
Sonoma Design has not only been prompt with their deliveries, on-time deliveries, and that's why we use them.
Rancho Cotati ties the game with a very nice drive, aided by the fourth down penalty. The kickoff is a good one. It sails over the head of the Casa Grande return man, and a very nice job by Kevin Juarez, 5'8", 160-pound senior, to boot that one into no man's land.
Strong.
And they have fumbled the football, trying to get it to Torkelson. J.J. Anderson dives on it, back at the 17-yard line, a loss of 3.
Too bad for the Gauchos there, just a little mishandling on the handoff.
2nd and 12. Anderson to throw, far side, incomplete, a little high. And footsteps, definitely. The receiver was trying to reach up for that one. 9:16 to go here in the second quarter. A lot of time. Fires this one, tipped away. Nice defense as Ward steps in front of that play and bats it to the turf.
Boy, if Ward is about a half a step sooner, that's probably 6 points for Rancho. He made a nice play on that. I certainly am not finding fault with him getting there late. He got there at a good time.
Casa Grande will have to punt it again. Better kick this time. Mo Ward takes it and slips, but his knee didn't touch. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Thought he was going to get away from it. He had to kind of do a baseball slide, and it was at the 47-yard line. He got up. The whistle didn't blow until a moment after that. We'll see if Rancho Cotati can take their first lead of the night. Straight ahead, Mo Ward hit hard at the line of scrimmage by Flork and then thrown down by Billy Brown. Brown, a 6'1", 230-pound junior. 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line. Medford bringing them up to the line and looking to throw. Dumps it off in space, complete at the 35. Knocked out of bounds inside the 30-yard line as they get the football that time to Peyton Whetstone, and he has a first down. They mark it at the 29, 1st and 10. Mo Ward, nice cut, slides through and dives to the 26-yard line, a gain of 3 on first down. Medford to throw, far side. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha has it at the 25, stiff arms Garrigan and gets the first down to the 17-yard line. As he picks up 9 yards. Garrigan ended up making the tackle, but it wasn't an easy one.
No, it wasn't.
2nd and 2.5. Mo Ward showing signs of being a bit of a workhorse tonight. He's a little dirty so far. Mo Ward having a great game. This pass is thrown high, intended for Jalen Ward, but it sails over his head in the end zone, incomplete.
Nice throw. I think he just let it go a little bit too early. It looked a little rushed on that.
Medford up under center this time. Throws it early to Chris Taylor-Yamanoha back of the end zone. not much of a chance to catch up with that one. 2 defenders there, and it's incomplete. He ended up actually coming up with the ball, but he was out the back of the end zone.
Casa covered that play very well.
4th down and 3 from the 10-yard line. Movement on the defensive line by Casa Grande.
This should give him the first down.
From the 5. Throwing it for Chris Taylor-Yamanoha. One-handed attempt this time with Cleo Garrigan, who really didn't look back at the ball. 2nd and goal from the 5. Gives it to Mo Ward, who breaks a tackle at the 5 and then dives in and scores. Touchdown, Rancho Cotati. One of the Gauchos had him, but tried to arm tackle him at the 5. That was not enough, and he picked up steam and coasts in for the touchdown.
He is a difficult back to arm tackle. But again, this is the only place where you see Rancho really having room to run. Other than that, they're playing him pretty well. The penalty was really costly there.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So Rancho Cotati takes the lead for the first time tonight. It's now 21-14 with 7:23 to go here in the second quarter. Casa Grande will go back on offense when we return here on Key Auto Body Friday Night Lights.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
So a nice drive for Rancho Cotati. They now lead it for the first time, 21-14. Kickoff is another good one, but it will be returnable by Froese. It's coming to the near side, looking for a block from Spencer Torkelson. Turns the corner at 25, and look out. He's out past the 30 and almost was able to tippy-toe down the sideline, but stepped out right at the 35-yard line. Nice design of that kick return.
Absolutely. They did a great job on that. Can beat these guys.
7:16 to go, and whistles just before the snap. The back judge, who drops a penalty now, and somebody maybe didn't have their face mask buttoned up. Torkelson takes it. Mo Ward hits him right at the 40. No gain. He tried to come to the near side and find some running room, but Mo Ward met him head on. Two great athletes going at it. No gain.
Torkelson is kind of Casa's version of the beast mode up in Seattle there.
J.J. Anderson to throw. Fires this one for Froese. Incomplete. A little behind him, and he couldn't make the adjustment in traffic. It's 3rd and 5. Casa Grande hasn't picked up a first down in a while. They need one right here. Back to pass. Anderson throwing deep. Great throw. Has a man, but it is defended well and batted down. It is Jalen Ward covering Froese deep. The ball was right there, but he batted it away. Nice Anderson kick with a very nice kick, and Mo Ward calls for a fair catch at the 29, and then he decided he wanted to run with it. He kind of thought twice about the fair catch call. He kind of threw his hand barely up. He's lucky he didn't get penalized right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't actually, but nice kick. Interesting, Casa's punter is very close.
Used it, Piner used it, Newman used it. It was always a busy venue. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha on an inside screen, out past the 30 to 35, and keeps the feet moving and spins to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards on first down. Billy Brown making the tackle. 2nd and 3 off, and the football's loose. Casa has it as it popped out of the hands of Danny Shelton. Casa has it at the 44-yard line. Coming up with the football is Matthew Cubas, and the Gauchos will take over on the first turnover of the night. Great first half so far. J.J. Anderson trying to get it going again. He does complete this one, but his receiver Froese had to dive for it. 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8. Anderson dumps this one off the fork, and he has some room at the 30. Picks up a block from Garrigan down past the 25, all the way to the 20-yard line. A 22-yard pickup for Andrew Flork. And Mo Ward finally got him. Anderson looking for the end zone, looking for Garrigan, and CTY picks it off at the goal line. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha, and look out, he's got room near midfield. He's out past the 40 and gets out to the 45-yard line. Timing pattern, and Chris Taylor-Yamanoha timed it better than did the intended receiver. Cleo Garrigan picked it off at the goal line, returns it near midfield.
Very athletic interception. I know that Coach Conroy has talked At times that he thinks that CTY is every bit as good of a defensive back as he is a receiver, and he sure showed it there. Very athletic play. That was a good throw, and the receiver certainly had a shot at it, but geez, he went up in the air. A great play.
So Rancho dodges the bullet, takes back over. Whetstone takes the handoff on the fly sweep, gets out past the 50, down to the 49-yard line.
Ball was loose.
Ball is loose, but nobody's really indicating.
Rancho
and
ball.
It looks like Rancho will hang on to it, a pickup of 5 yards on first down. To a 7-point lead. Mo Ward straight ahead, high stepping through the line, gets the first down to the 41-yard line as he picks up 8 yards. Straight dive play. They're at the 41 of the Gauchos. Little delay this time. And it's Shelton trying to turn the corner. He does at the 30, knocked out of bounds from behind as he gets down to the 20-yard line. A 21-yard pickup for Danny Shelton. 12 first downs. Medford to throw. CTY on the inside screen. Dodging, weaving, getting back to the line of scrimmage, and then chugging down to about the 16-yard line. He ran about 30, 40 yards, but it was all sideways, and he picks up 2 on the play. 7 receptions, 95 yards for Chris Taylor-Yamanoha. Medford to throw, faking it. Now he does try to throw the inside screen the other way to Whetstone, and it was read very well by the defense and incomplete.
Yeah, Casa is really defending that play well.
Near hash has Shelton at the running back. Gets some pressure from the backside, throws this one up for grabs, and it's intercepted by Casa Grande at the goal line. Nick Petrie. Shelton was the intended man, but it was read well and picked off.
Not sure what Gunner was looking at there. It looked like he just kind of threw that up, and there really was not, it certainly was not an open receiver. It was more to the Casa defenders than to the Rancho player. And it'll be interesting where they spot the ball here. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted on the 2-yard line.
His momentum definitely carried him back into the end zone. Handoff to the left side, trying to get out to the 5 and picking up a couple yards there on first down. Spencer Torkelson taken down by Casey Corcoran and Mo Ward.
Rancho blitzed right into that.
And a little crossbuck action, and it works. Flork straight out past the 10 to the 14-yard line, and that's going to be a first down as he picks up 9 yards. Taken down by Cesar Hernandez. Torkelson this time, and he gets to the 15, a gain of just 1. Defense reading that one very well. Casey Corcoran, 2nd and 10. Torkelson trying to get around the corner, has some blocking set up, makes a nice cut at the 20, out past the 25 to the 30, taken down from behind, all the way out at the 32-yard line. A 17-yard run for Torkelson. Casey Corcoran brings him down from behind.
Well, Casa's got a little room now. I got to think they're going to start throwing the ball here.
J.J. Anderson to throw, sets up a screen over the middle, read well. Flork has it, breaks a tackle, and gets out past the 35 to the 39-yard line as he picks up 7 yards. Anderson to throw over the middle. Petrie, the ball bounces back toward the line of scrimmage off Mo Ward's shoulder pad and incomplete. A couple of linemen got big eyes on that one.
Well, I think the Casa lineman showed some smarts there, knocking the ball down.
Anderson to throw, pump fake. Throws to the outside, and it's incomplete. Mo Ward on coverage that time, guarding Nick Petrie and guarding him very well. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha and Mo Ward back to receive the kick from Anderson, and he gets off a good one. This one's going to drive Chris Taylor-Yamanoha back to the 24, looking for blocking there, gets to the 30, turns the corner at the 35-40, still has a blocker out in front and steps out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Very nice return of over 25 yards.
Well, they've got 50 seconds to go and great field position. They have a legitimate chance to put some points on the board.
1st and 10, Medford to roll. Still looking. Fires. Chris Taylor-Yamanoha a little behind him, and he can't hang on. Tried to make a one-handed grab at the 35. It's incomplete. Straight ahead, Shelton. Nice hole at the 40. Breaks a tackle. And still digging. Gets down to the 32-yard line as he picks up 16 yards before Spencer Torkelson brings him down.
Well, they got to spike the ball here.
And they do spike it right at the 32-yard line to stop the clock. Gunnar Medford looking to throw, setting up the screen. Shelton has it, makes a nice move, gets away from one man and another, and dives down near the 22-yard line. It'll be very close to a first down, depending on the spot.
If they spike the ball, it's going to be 4th down.
Medford fakes the spike and then throws deep, and Chris Taylor-Yamanoha has it. Touchdown, Rancho. He faked the spike, pulled the ball back up, threw it deep for Chris Taylor-Yamanoha, who has it for a 22-yard touchdown.
Well, he didn't fool the Casa defender. The Casa defender was with him. That was an unbelievable throw and catch. I thought that play was very well defended, and he couldn't have made a better throw, and Chris made a tremendous catch.
I really thought that they were going to stop to measure. It was very close to a first down. They didn't, and Rancho was certainly ready for that situation. Gunnar Medford to try to add the point. Good pressure by Casa, but he gets it off, and it is good. Wow, Chris Taylor-Yamanoha pulls it in on the fake spike with just 11 seconds to go, and Rancho makes it 28-14. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even need the free popcorn. There you go. And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The longest-running girls travel basketball club in Sonoma County, the North Bay Elite, is dedicated to helping student athletes with skills to achieve academic and athletic excellence.
Now for Rancho Cotati with the Cougars leading by 2 touchdowns. Short kick, squib kick, taken by Casa at the 30, out past the 36. The return man, Matthew Cubas, tackled by Danny Shelton. And 6 seconds remain now for Casa Grande. And they do take a knee.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for the first half of play. So Casa Grande started off great. Again, they're 0-3, but they led 14-7. But then 3 consecutive touchdowns for Rancho Cotati, and the Cougars lead it 28-14 at the half.